Karl, Derek, John, you're involved with Vietnam and potentially also Laos and Cambodia. What brought you to that part of the world?
I was born in Hong Kong. I've lived in Asia for 40 years, and when I was a young teenager I demonstrated against the war in Vietnam. So I went back in 1994 to see the country that I had supported as a youngster, and one thing led to another, and I've been living there for 7 years.
How good a market for real estate is Vietnam?
It's a developing country, so it's coming from very low base. They need a lot of development in commercial, retail, residential, hotels, resorts. So there's a lot of opportunity. The financial crisis has affected Vietnam like anywhere else. And right now there are a lot of distressed projects that are looking for investors. So somebody with cash right now can actually pick up a very good bargain. A lot of money has been made in real estate in Vietnam, and there's still a lot to be made.
So you think that it's a good time to pick up distressed property there?
Definitely.
Are we speaking short term, medium term, long term? I mean, what kind of framework would you see for them?
There are distressed projects right now, and I think in the medium term you will see a return on those investments.
What is your company advising at the moment?
We're dealing with a lot of hotel and resort projects. That market has stayed quite stable. The office market has shallowed out a little bit. The retail market is still good, and we're talking with some clients in that area as well.
Do you find resistance to Vietnam on a kind of a political basis? You mentioned as a youngster that you demonstrated against the U.S. war with Vietnam. Do you still find that kind of sentiment on the part of investors? I mean, either those who supported the U.S. engagement, or those who were very much against it?
I think the war is behind Vietnam. This month Vietnam is chairing the UN Security Council for the second time, and I think Vietnam has come onto the world stage. Yes, there will be some people that have long memories, and yes, I've met Vietnamese who remember the war, put it that way. But generally I would say there's very positive reaction. I'm always amazed at how welcoming the Vietnamese are to Americans, to a former enemy. I think the war is really fading in the past.
Last question. They were at one time two countries, North and South Vietnam. How much aware are you of that division these days?
Definitely. People of the South have a different characteristic from the people of the North. But the Vietnamese are very proudly nationalistic people. And traveling around, you really don't feel that difference so much. But as I say, there is a difference in mentality between the North and the South. In the North, they're more bureaucratic-minded, whereas in the South they're more get up and go.
So last and a half question, are most of the opportunities at the moment for investment in the South part of the country?
I would say the South is the business capital of Vietnam, but the opportunities in Vietnam are in the center, North, South, all over.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.